afternoon. You are tuned into Ability Matters, a program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities, and everything in between. Ability Matters is one of the longest-running disability-related programs in the whole wide world. Starting its headway on air in 2007, you can now listen to podcasts of previous Ability Matters programs on YouTube and Spotify. Just search for Ability Matters. Ability Matters is brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS-registered disability.
Yes, good afternoon, listeners. This is your host, Ability Matters host, Tony S. And with me, as per usual, my co-host, Bec from Flagstaff. How are you, Bec?
Good, thanks, Tony. How are you today?
I'm excited, Bec, because I didn't quite...
We have a room full of people.
Yeah, it's been certainly a long time since that's happened.
Yes. So
especially the whole the COVID lockdowns and everything like that. But now that's kind of I'll say bang.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah, okay. I'm not. I mean, like this moment right now. I'm not saying
but that could change in a week or so.
I know it can always change. I know everything, but
you never know. What
fingers crossed,
crazy
everyone.
Stuff going on in the world.
Beautiful. Okay, so who do we have here?
Okay, we have Elysha, Gefen, and Mark from Sport4All. Mark does the Shoalhaven, Gefen does the Illawarra, and I'm pretty sure you cover all of New South Wales, Elysha.
Wonderful. And I'm going to come up with a really obvious question now, but what exactly do we have to cover with these Sport4All people? Or can we just ask the obvious question?
We got lots of questions,
okay,
but
yeah.
We'll get into a song first.
Beautiful. That's my department. Lovely stuff. Okay.
I thought you'd like that.
Of course I do. Now I'm going to open up with, I suppose there's a 70s, classic with the Jackson 5. Everyone knows Michael Jackson now, but this is the Jackson 5 disco era with the ABC from 1970 album, of course self-titled, ABC, 1970. Here we go. And after that, we'll see what happens, but here we go. Jackson 5 at the moment. Yeah. Okay, yes, that was just the Jackson 5 with ABC from 1970 album, ABC, self-titled, The Way It Should Be Done, yes. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier on the show, I'm currently interviewing the Sport4All people. We've got...
Sport.
Sorry. It's kind of blocked on the show, yeah. I'm not reading the best at the moment, so here we go.
You're right.
I'm okay for now, but... Okay, Sport4All.
I have a problem. I like to correct people.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, Sport4All. We've got three members from Sport4All.
Elysha, Gefen, and Mark.
Mark, wow.
So I'll start with you, Elysha, first. Mm-hmm. So what is Sport4All and why does it matter?
Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming along.
We're very excited to be here. So Sport4All is about helping sporting clubs and schools build their confidence and capability to be more inclusive. So what we really want is more people with disability to feel welcome and supported to be involved in the sport however they like and whatever works for them. I mean, I think I'm very passionate about inclusivity in sport. I've played sport all my life, and I think it's really important that everyone gets the same opportunities. So, but we think it's really important because local clubs and schools are really the heart of community sport. And yeah, I think we want everyone to have that same opportunity as everyone else.
So I just want to clarify so that people out there listening can understand. Inclusive sport is not making a separate team for people of all abilities. It's actually including them
in the same competition,
in an existing team with everybody else.
Yeah, I think it's a really good question, and I think it is about asking the person with disability. So I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert in all disabilities, and we know that for clubs and schools sometimes fear is the biggest barrier. They don't want to offend someone, they don't want to do the wrong thing, but it's essentially just asking them, how would you like to be involved? And if they want to be involved in the normal team, as we put it in quotation marks, or if they want to be involved by, being a committee member, because we're not just about playing the sport, it's about that sense of belonging and being part of a community.
Oh, yes, I hear about that actually at Climber Rugby. They have a water boy that runs around and gives everyone water that I can't remember what my cousin told me he had. But yeah, that they've included him in the club in that way. He can't actually play.
So it's like a stepping stone.
Yeah, he can't play on the field, but he can help out by taking out the water to them.
So almost along the same lines as the Adam Sandler film Waterboy, except
Possibly,
he's not.
quite possibly. And
Except
also,
he's not a really crazy.
and
guy.
on top of that, he doesn't handle the money, but he goes and gets the food and that for the people that are
Right.
serving in the canteen.
So he's involved, but not actually on the field. But he's involved behind the
but
scenes.
he's with
Cool.
the club. So.
Right, good
Yeah,
stuff.
and there's lots of opportunities within a club that you can participate in that means you don't have to play. But alternatively, clubs can make so many small, quick adjustments that can include people with disability really easily. And it might not be to the full extent, but in some capacity, so they have that. You know, I met all my friends through sport and my job, and, you know, so being able to allow that for people with disability is really important.
Totally, I so get that, and I suppose inclusion in local sport is so important right now. And tell us a bit more about how people can actually get on board and be included with you guys.
Thanks, Bec. That's a great question. Basically, in the latest ABS statistics, we found that just over 21% of Australians are living with a disability. And we know that a lot of those people face significant barriers when it comes to being involved in sport. They might want to be involved in sport, and they might not feel like they belong because there are those barriers there in front of them.
Feel a bit distance themselves, yes?
Yeah. So they hang back because they've been faced with barriers their whole life, and sometimes they think it's just too hard. And same with the sporting clubs. But we at Sport4All are trying to help clubs to understand and address these barriers. Because, like Elysha said, sport is so much more than just the game. It's about social, it's about mental health, it's about your physical health, it's about community. So
there's many levels.
That's right.
Layers.
Yeah. So the benefits that are there in sport should be there for everyone. So when the local schools and sports have the confidence and capability to be inclusive, it creates real opportunities for more people to be involved, stronger connections, and more welcoming communities.
Yeah, so
Wonderful.
I think I'm getting a sense that you guys will go and have a chat with people and work out what the modifications and the alternate ways that they could still play the sport to the main part of what it is, but just tweak it a little bit in case someone might need a certain change in the way that the game is played.
Yeah, that's right. So we basically, our big focus is asking the person how they want to be involved. So like Elysha said before, they may not want to be involved on the field. They may just want to be involved in volunteering on the day, helping to set up, work at the canteen, be on the committee. I've also heard of a story down in my local area with a baseball club. One of their children who has Down syndrome can't really be involved in sport just because of his physical limitations, but loves baseball. So he's gone down to the club with his parents, and the club was really gracious and involved. And they said, look, we'd like to get him involved some way. What if we made him our bat boy? So he's now the bat boy for the Shoalhaven Mariners.
Lovely.
Uniform and everything, sits in the dugout with the team. Someone goes up, swings, he goes and gets the bat, comes back and sits and taps away with it. But he's there every game. He has a uniform. His name's on the back of the uniform. He's part of that team, which is brilliant.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Powerful.
Awesome. Well, I think we'll cut to some more music now. If
Right,
that's
yeah.
all right. Everyone here?
Let's see what I've
I'm
got.
sure it
lined
is
up.
with Tony.
I enjoyed this level of conversation.
But I know you love music.
Of course. But okay, so next up I have lined up is King of Wistful Thinking, which by Go West, also featured in Pretty Woman soundtrack 1990, and of course Go West's third studio album Indian Summer from 1992. I don't know how that works. It was actually maybe written for Pretty Woman in 1990 and then included on the studio album in 92. I'm not sure, but I have to research that. Here we go. It's a good song anyway. Julia Roberts, good stuff. Okay, there it was. That's the end of the song, and now we're going to jump straight back into the interview.
That
Go
was
for
a
it, guys.
quick cut-off.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay. So, I'm not sure which one of you might be answering this one, but I'm just curious to know, in which ways can clubs connect better with local disability organisations?
Yeah, I can answer that one for you.
Go for it.
A good starting point is just to reach out and start a conversation with your local disability organisations. They know what the community needs and how a club can support and be more welcoming. They're in the community day in, day out, speaking to the participants. So it's really about listening and working together. So rather than just making your own assumptions, which some people do. And we also support clubs and schools to build those connections, so we can be the connector. So Gefen and Mark can be the connector in the community that helps build the confidence for the clubs and helps with that feedback. And kind of just, we like to connect the schools, the clubs, the community organisations together to make a nice little...
So you like the glue in the...
Yeah.
Or
the icing on the cake.
Sure
That's better, icing on the cake.
Everyone likes cake.
See, when you said onion, when you said layers before, the first thing that came in my head was Shrek. Onions have layers.
Yeah.
and then the donkey, no, it's like parfait.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was the first thing. I'm like, what?
Layers, yeah.
I was not going to say it, but I couldn't help it.
Fair enough.
A bit like donkey. Gotta say it. But,
It's a good thing everyone out there's I've seen Shrek before, but there you go.
Probably
He's
most
hoping.
people have, and they go,
Well, at least know
that's
of
a
it.
really good line.
If you haven't, then you've got to go see it.
Yeah.
Isn't there like 4?
I think so.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up. I watched
Got
the
to
first
see them
two.
all. I was seeing it the other day. I don't know if it's a hoax or not because I couldn't tell. It said hoax under it. I'm like, what? But there's a Toy Story 5.
No, it's true.
5.
Yeah.
What's going on, people?
Is it still going to have Tom Hanks in it?
I actually have no idea. I just seen Toy Story 5. I went, what? That's crazy.
Well, that's not our
Anyway,
department, so let's...
I digress. So, basically, the way that you're explaining it is that when a sport wants to look at doing something in a different way to make people feel more included and welcome to come and try out these different sports, you'll be that intermedium between.
Yeah, so we actually have a structured online learning platform. And so what we do is, if a club reaches out to us, we help them understand kind of what they're doing really well already. And then we figure out what we can do to help them maybe be a little bit better.
That works. Positive reinforcement.
Absolutely, because no one is doing anything wrong. We just want them, to improve on things that they're already doing really well. And then we have a structured online program that Mark and Gefen will support them through. And it's a whole bunch of education and resources that's really beneficial for them. And at the end of that, we can sit down and work out some tangible goals that they want to achieve in their club. They might be really small, they might be really big. And then from that, we support them with running inclusive sport days, and then we also build those connections throughout the community, so with the disability organisations and other sporting groups and schools.
It sounds amazing. So I think everyone needs to get in contact with Sport4All and see what they can do, because there's so many ways that community can connect. Now, up to you, Gefen, I think.
Can't sit sunshine back
Tell
in
us
Saturday.
about an inclusive sporting day and why they are powerful. What actually happens?
So an inclusive sporting day is an event where everyone, kind of regardless of their ability, can come and try some different modified sports. So that can be something that's set up through the school system, so a couple of local schools can come and participate in that, or it can be something that's just for the general public. So it could be walking netball, it could be frame running, so any kind of modified sport. And just gives people a really good opportunity to try some new things, because obviously, as we've mentioned, a lot of people that have disability feel a lot of obstacles when it comes to participating in sport, and that can be a really good eye-opener for their carers, for themselves, for schools, for clubs, to see that it is possible to include everyone.
That sounds amazing. I think that there's so many, and I know it's a bit of a plug for my own thing, but Flagstaff has an inclusive sport taster that we're doing with Uni Active at UAW, and that's going to be inviting students, people from different disability organisations and the community to all be involved. come ahead and try and have a go at the sports we have on offer. We have netball, basketball, wheelchair basketball. You don't have to be in a wheelchair to have a go at wheelchair basketball.
Wow.
It's quite exciting, actually. I've played that. It was so funny because I've had a stroke. I sat in the wheelchair and I just kept going in circles because my arm is not strong enough. Loop-de-loop.
One-sided strength, I get you,
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't go nowhere. But, so,
I can see the look on your face, yeah,
it's
that's...
quite funny.
You're thankful it's not camera, huh?
And so we're going to have that at on the Thursday, the 26th of March, and that will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So basically register, we put you in a group, and that will be a mixture of people. We have little 20-minute sessions throughout the day, so you get to have a go at everything.
So just for all you listeners out there who are interested in that, pen and paper handy. Now just repeat those details once more time.
Okay. So we're going to be at UAW Uni Active on Thursday the 26th of March, and that will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you're interested in registering or coming on board, help as a volunteer, because we need people to help out our facilitators that are running the sports, you can email us at hello@flagstaffgroup, all one word, .com.au, or ring 4272 0222. I'm ashamed to plug there, so I didn't interrupt your interview, guys.
So that number again was 4272022. Back to the plugging.
Yeah, I had to get that one in since we're on inclusive sport. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, no.
Hey, that's fine.
So I think you got any more you want to say, Gefen, about anything that's happening?
No, don't be shy.
That's all you got. No worries.
That's it.
So we might flick to some more music if that's all right with you, Tony.
Rightio. Well, I've got Chris Rea coming up with Let's Dance from the 1987 album Dancing with Strangers. Ability Matters, 106.9 Vox FM. Okay, yes, that was just, I'll say it again, that was Chris Rea with Let's Dance from the 1987 album Dancing with Strangers. Aptly enough for the album, yeah. Okay, so we get back to it. Bec and the guys from Sport4All.
Alright, so my next question is, why is cultural safety important in sport? And I'm not sure who wants to answer that one.
Yeah, I'll go with the answer. I
Go
guess.
for it.
Thank you. I guess it's more about making people feel respected and welcomed and like they truly belong. It's about understanding their cultural backgrounds and needs, because everyone has different needs. And I think so that they can participate without feeling judged in the way that they, I guess, again, the same as we ask for people with disability, it's about letting them participate in the way that feels comfortable for them. For us at Sport4All, it's really important because people with disability come from all sorts of backgrounds, so including First Nations communities and culturally diverse groups, and we want clubs and schools to feel confident and capable to include those people. I guess when sport is culturally safe, it breaks down barriers, and we've seen it before in lots of our programs, but it builds stronger connections, and like Mark said before, it makes everyone feel part of the community and a genuinely meaningful connection. So it's important for us to make sure that all of our programs are culturally safe, which they are.
Can I give an example? And this is just what I'm thinking from recent events. So if you're having training and you thought you might have a pizza thing afterwards or something, but it's Ramadan and there's someone that can't really eat in the team, that's actually a bit insensitive to have that on that time. Wait until a bit later in the season or something till everyone can participate. Is that the right idea?
Yeah, and exactly
fair,
that. Yeah. It's asking those questions as well when they join, and it might be that people need to prayer on Sunday so they can't play Sunday games, and being able to allow them to do that with no judgment and no repercussions, I guess.
Not saying at all that you can't play the game because of your background.
No, absolutely. No, you absolutely can.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're doing their best to cater for it and allow for you to play both sides of the scale, yeah?
Yeah, to fit in with both, something that works for both sides.
Yeah,
both
and
parties.
I guess even it goes back down to also uniforms, right? Making sure that some people have to wear certain things as part of their cultural
Faith,
background,
yes.
and their faith, and just being able to be open to that as well. So it kind of covers across, there's an intersectionality across disability, and everyone, it comes from all different communities, so it's just about making sure that we're culturally safe for them as well, and supporting our clubs and schools to be able to understand that and feel comfortable to communicate and work with those communities.
Yeah, because I think fear of change and not knowing is the biggest hurdle that they have to overcome. Yeah,
it's that fear of not knowing. You don't know what you don't know, and the fear of offending someone is really big. So again, it goes back to what we're saying. Ask questions. You know, don't be afraid to ask those questions in the right tone, and ask the person. They'll know exactly what they need. And
we have a thing at Flagstaff about don't ask my carer or support person. Ask me directly, because I know what's best for me.
We're exactly the same.
So we try and promote that a lot so that people understand. And it's not just for people that have any kind of disability. I don't like that term. I'll say all abilities. I think it's for everyone, everywhere. Don't speak to the mum about the child when the child's in the room because the child knows more about it themselves than the mum does. So.
And you want to feel seen and heard, right? And that's the first step of it. Is, if someone's standing there talking to the carer and, the other person can completely understand them and knows exactly, it's just an awful feeling for them. So, absolutely speak to the person first. That's also our very, very strong message. So I love that we're aligned on that one.
So speak to the client firsthand, and then if you notice that the client can't maybe not handle the question or anything like that, then you can politely ask to alter the question target. Yes?
Yeah, and the client will generally let you know if they can't. But it's just asking the questions, not being afraid.
I think in that case, it's where a support person can advocate on the behalf of
That's
that
right,
person.
yes.
So
Advocate, yeah.
You might have a conversation with that support person first about what you want.
Yes.
And then if you're not comfortable, then they can
step in.
pass that on. Yeah.
Because I know I've had similar sort of situations or experiences, and I know at times I handle the majority of questions for myself, but I know if it's something to do with maybe background information, like something like on the spot, like a medical thing like that, or have you had this, have you had such and such done before, something like that, I won't know off the top of my head, but that's when I would just refer back to onset to my mum who knows that kind of thing. But that's if she's in the situation. But that could also, my mum could be standing to represent the carer and that sort of thing at that time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head.
Beautiful.
And mums know everything.
Of course they do.
They think they do.
think they do.
Yeah. Well, they have a good, they got the first chance to step in and say they know this much about that. Yeah. Mum's mum.
Yeah.
They try.
Of course they do.
So I suppose the last question, whoever wants to field that, we'll go to Mark. How can clubs...
Inclusiveness, yes, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's great. Everyone gets turns. It's good. How can clubs move beyond inviting people to genuinely partnering with the community?
Yeah, I think this flows on from what we were just talking about before, in that if you genuinely ask the people how they'd like to be involved, always talk to the person first, always involve them in the decisions that will affect them, and then you can use their knowledge to help you design programs that will suit not just them but other people who are living with a disability. But it's also about making sure that everyone in your club and your school is on board as well. They know what inclusion looks like. They don't think, we'll just get them to play this game over here by themselves. It's actually getting them to be part of the club, part of the school.
We'll keep this group out of the spotlight, back in the shadows sort of thing,
Yeah,
but they've got to make sure we keep them all in the same mind frame.
Yeah. So
mind frame, same spotlight.
Mindset.
Yeah, mindset. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So if we can get all of the club and all of the school group on board with what inclusion looks like, then it makes it a much nicer place to be. So a lot of these things obviously take a lot of time. You've got to build relationships, you've got to develop trust. But if you work together, and this is where we can help at Sport4All, we can help you build capacity to know how to include people. We can help you build capability to make sure that everyone is welcome.
Be comfortable, self-confident, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So
Beautiful.
it takes a little bit of time and building those relationships, but that's basically how it looks like. So from that first, maybe an inclusive sport day, to when they're actually fully integrated as part of the club. Brilliant. I'll give you one quick example. Sorry, going off a little tangent. So I've been playing cricket in the Shoalhaven for the last few years, and the last couple of years I've been playing with this guy, quirky kind of guy, lovely guy, very funny, always loves rugby league, talks about rugby league 24/7. It wasn't for till recently, like the last couple of weeks, that I discovered that he actually plays for the Score Dragons, who is the Dragons All Abilities team.
Oh, wow.
So I had no idea.
So now you're getting what he's talking about all the time.
Absolutely. So I actually went home and looked a bit on YouTube, and I saw him actually scoring a try in the corner on Wynn Stadium.
Oh, wow.
And so I've known him for a couple of years and had no idea that he was into all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I guess in some ways it was good because he was part of our club and he was just treated as part of the club.
Just somebody else playing in the team, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And
another face, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was another face, no special treatment, just joined in, had fun, valued member of the team.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. The way I'm seeing it too is people in sporting organisations have to be open to wanting to go down that path and have some education and awareness on what inclusive sport is. A lot of people think it's just, let's make a separate team. And I'm trying to educate as we go along. No, that's not inclusive. That's
segregating.
Helping people with all abilities have part, but it's not actually involving them in the competition or the game or anything that they would play on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I think it's a really good point, but I also think clubs and schools need to know that it doesn't need to be, you don't need to change everything, and it doesn't need to be a really big thing. Sometimes starting small and making a really small change, you might think it's a really small change, but for someone with a disability, that's everything for them. So we like to meet clubs and schools where they're at, and then we support them with whatever changes they can make, whether big or small. But as long as they're trying to make those changes, then you know, it's helping the community in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like a whole lot of education and raising of awareness is happening in this room at the moment. I'm not sure about you, Tony.
Well, I don't know. I'm getting the snide eyes from you there, Bec. Is it my fault or something? Jeez.
No. I'm just like looking around the screen.
All right, yeah, I see. I'm hiding behind the screen. I get you. Cool.
So, yeah. So, do you want to flick to a song, Tony? Or?
Sure. Well, let's go back to 1989 with Bad English, Best of What I Got, which features in the film Tango and Cash, same year, 1989, and also from their album, self-titled, Bad English. Yeah. Okay, so I've just been informed that my methods of playing songs is confusing, but no worries. It's all right. I've taken it in my jest. No worries. Thank you, ladies. And yeah. Yes, that last song, of course, was just Best of What I Got from the film.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah, the film Tango and Cash, and the band Bad English. Also, the album Bad English. Now, I was just informed by a guest over there. Mark, sorry, yes. Yeah, I'm not the best with names, Mark, but yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. You thought that Bad English only had the one song.
Yeah, the only song I've ever heard from Bad English is When I See You Smile.
When I See You Smile, yeah. A good ballad-ish type song, yeah.
Gotta love a power ballad.
Yeah, power ballad, that's the one, yes. But yeah, there's the another 80s angle of Bad English. There we go. Okay, sorry, let's go back to the questions at hand. Go for it, ladies. Bec?
Yeah, so I'm just curious, Gefen, how do people get, like, how come people work with you guys? What's your little process that can happen?
Yeah, so I guess just to wrap it up, it's really good to mention that we are federally funded, so it's completely free for schools and clubs to work with us, which is awesome because that's obviously can be a barrier and an obstacle for some people. It's like Elysha was just saying, we meet clubs and schools where they're at, so we're not going to come into the building and start asking you to knock things down and build things over here and do things over here, but just any change that's for the positive is a positive change, I guess. So whatever we can do together is better than nothing. And we just work with you the whole time. So we have a bit of a 3-step process. We get you to do a little survey just to see what you're already doing really well with your inclusion, and that gives us a really good idea of what we can work on and what we can do that you're already doing really well. And then we've got some learning that we can do, which are these modules that are really good for just deepening the knowledge that you already have and making sure that everyone's across it and everyone knows what's going on. Super easy stuff. And yeah, just really important. And then we finish off with an action plan, which is a really good way for you to work with your inclusion coach, which is us, on how we can make some short-term and long-term improvements to your programs.
You did really well there.
All one breath.
That sounds very comprehensive.
Wow.
Done well. Thanks, Gefen. That's great. So I'm just wondering, like, to wrap it up totally, how do we get in contact with you guys? Because there must be some people out listening that actually want to work with you.
Yeah, so you can go to the Sport4All website, sport4all.com.au. Geffen and I have been working over the last few months reaching out to lots of different schools and clubs. So just have a look in your inboxes, because we've probably emailed you already. But the sport4all.com.au is the best place to go to have a look. You can go to the survey from there, like Geffen was talking about before. So theoretically, you can actually do it without actually ever talking to Geffen or myself. I don't recommend it because we're great people.
Yeah, you definitely want to have a conversation.
That's right, and we really.
Cards, are you? Lovely.
That's right. We really, really want to help you guys in the process of being more inclusive.
Is there a phone number?
Yes.
To get in contact with you guys, or is it more the email?
It's mostly email. We do put our personal mobile numbers on the bottom of the email, so if you want to get in contact with us, you can. But,
So basically you need to email so that you can get an email with a contact number.
Or you can email my email address, and everyone's email address is just their name at sport4all.com.au. So mine is mark.edwards@sport4all.com.au.
Geffen at Sport4All.
Geffen.Sversky@Sport4All. So that one's not that easy. But if you happen to email Mark and it's my area, he will just send it to me.
Definitely.
Awesome. And is yours just Elysha, or do you have your last name?
Elysha.o'Neill@sport4all.com.au.
Awesome.
You can email, everyone can email me if that's easier, and I can send all the emails out to the relevant people if you like.
Now, the first thing I'm thinking of straight away in terms of email is it has to be very specific with the spelling. Now, with O'Neill, does that have an apostrophe on it?
Not in the email, I took it out.
So it's just letter O.
O-N-E. So it's Elysha, ELYSHA.ONEILL @sport4all.com.au.
There you go. Hope you had your pen and paper handy just then. So
that's awesome. All right, so I've really enjoyed having you on today and having a chat and seeing what you guys do, and guys and gals. Sorry, not just guys.
No, hey, I thought guys was a very gender.
No, it is, but some people get offended because they're girls. So,
well, were you ladies offended at all by being referred to as guys?
I used to say peoples. Hey, peoples.
Yeah, but
to try and have no gender in that. But anyway. It's been wonderful to have you along, and I really appreciate all the information that you've given us. We'd love to have you back on later in the year if you've got something that you want to
update,
tell us about, or let us know that's happening. You seem to be doing some really interesting work and getting out there in the community, so love to have you along. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll let Tony wrap it up, but if you'd like to say goodbye.
I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity for us to come on and share what we're doing. We really appreciate it, and it's so lovely getting to chat with you both today, and thank you for all the work you're doing in the community, because I know you're doing great work.
I want to say thank you for being here, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, very informative.
Thank you.